Hi everybody, welcome back to the Weyland Files, and we're diving headfirst back into UPP territory. The frontier war has started and both parties are trying to get their hands on some xenomorph bioweapons. So a team is sent out to Oktober Station to see how the tests are going. I have two fellow GMs to shout out for this scenario. One is Martin Parras, who made the journalist career on which I based one of my characters, and the other one is Dario Lazzari of Dead Orbit fame, who created the mechanics for the Facehugger Swarm. So hang on for that one. But for now, let's meet our players and go back to the UPP in Into the Dark Star. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Weyland Files, and I've gathered my friends again to play another scenario. This one is titled Into the Dark Star. So, the frontier war is in full swing, and both parties, being the UPP and the United Americas, are fighting for supremacy. And one way to do it is bioweapons. And UPP has started their own program, which is the Dark Star project. And one of the places they're doing this is Oktober Station. But since this is an expensive project, they will send out a team to go over and check up on it and see if this project is actually working out and if the results are as promised. You are that team. So we have a couple of state representatives. We have, I believe, we have a copyright writer.
Yes, here to document everything.
Yeah. And we have the protection detail for these people. So, let's go around the table and meet all the characters, and we'll start way over there.
I am Amaia Desanto, UPP Commando. Amaia is of Maori descent. She has face tattoos, very proud, and she takes her job very serious. She's a military career.
Okay. And Pieter?
I'm playing Liza Blair. I'm a copywriter. I'm here to document everything what's going on, making sure that the home front gets all the nice pictures and nice views and the glory of the UPP. I will make sure that it's in the right context, nice framing. I need a lot of protection because I'm very important.
I am Boris Polonzki. I am the state representative for the UPP. I am a generational politician, and I'm looking to make sure that I leave my son something in the future.
And we have one new player today, Ennio.
I am José Garcia, ex-con, and now turned pro, and also UPP Commando, part of the protection detail.
Alright. Your team arrives at the station, and when you look out the window of your small shuttlecraft, you can see two big wheels connected by a central axis. That's the space station. It's old, you know this, and they since adapted the spin gravity to normal gravity, but yeah, it's still old. One ring is the habitat ring, the other one has all the labs, and you have a cargo dock on one end and space control on the other end, and generators connecting everything together. So that's the basic layout, and you will arrive, of course, at the space dock. When you arrive at the station, you are awaited by the lead scientist, Colonel Dr. Sol Donovan. He has complete control over the station and everything that goes on there, and he goes like Welcome, state representatives to Oktober Station. Ah, yes. Make sure you have my good side. Yes, thank you. It is my pleasure to meet you here today and to show you the Dark Star project. We have some very nice things to show you. I think you will be very pleased with what we have accomplished here.
Obviously.
Yes.
Very nice to meet you. I'm going to give him a hand. So far, is everything still been going up to code? Anything off so far?
No. Everything is going exactly as planned.
Perfect. For the documentation, are the two rings separated? Can they function on their own? Should anything arise?
No. This is very old station, and the generators are located in between the rings, so we can jettison one of the two,
Okay.
but the other one would fall without power. So,
All right. Okay.
but we do have an escape vehicle that is large enough to evacuate the personnel. But so far we haven't needed it. It's
Okay.
perfectly fine and safe.
Just
So-
making sure everything's up to code.
It's old technology, but still very much up to code.
It's UPP technology.
UPP
yes.
technology.
Technology.
UPP technology. Still functioning after a long time.
So, do you want me to give you a tour of the labs before we get you all installed?
Yes. Let's get started already.
Okay, and it takes you to deck D, where all the labs are.
What's the security like? Do we see any guards? Do they need passes to get in everywhere?
Yes, there's key cards for all the major doors, and there are guards, and you recognize them because they all look the same. They have the Series 7 David Combat Series androids that are patrolling the hallways in the station and guarding all the doors. So you actually pass, like every ring has a security office where one of the androids is stationed. There is a small armory there. They also salute every time that Sol Donovan passes one of them. They're very well programmed.
I make sure I have like nice images of those saluting the quantity of the guards there. Make sure all the stains are not in the shop.
And the station is a wheel. There's a hallway on the inside. There are some windows so you can see the spokes going to the central axis. And along the other side, you have windows that look out into the labs. And you can look in through the window, and you see a table in the center of the room with metallic urns. And they're all stacked, and people are working on them, walking around them, taking things out of them, putting it under microscopes. And there is even a shelf in the background with some archaeological finds. One of them seems to be some kind of bony head thing with a little trunk on the front, but it's actually just pushed way in the back. This is first laboratory. This is where we are looking into the finds we did in the temple. We found these metallic urns that have ampules in them, and what we found inside is actually a substance that is very malleable and can be used as a weapon. We found when we introduce more DNA to it, we can quickly adapt it to do other things. It's actually what we used for our first biological weapon test, which was a grenade. We made this grenade that releases spores that takes out the enemy.
So even nature bends to the will of the UPP.
Yes, very much what we tried to do.
Doesn't a normal grenade do the same thing, but faster?
Yes, but this one doesn't destroy infrastructure.
No, this actually creates a weapon. So it adapts the host that it infects, and that host will turn on its peers. So it's
Only
a
one
double-edged weapon.
Plenty of result.
Yes, and this strain is actually a lot fresher than what we well, you all know that we started out with a stolen biological strain from the base on Ariarchus, but since then we've had great strides and great progress with these fresh samples we have here.
So we've passed the research of the United Americas.
I am certain we have at least equaled or even surpassed the United
I cut out
Americas.
the equaled.
Boris is just taking notes the entire time. Blank face, looking around and just taking notes.
Amaia has been biting her tongue, but she can't help it anymore. And she's gonna ask a question. Can I ask, what is the life expectancy of this strain? Like, is there like a safeguard in place to make sure it doesn't spread out towards like civilian population, things like that?
That is a very good question, and we hope to answer it very soon, but we still have our prime specimen, and it is still in good condition, so this is one of the tests we will conduct, yes.
How about the max range? Does it keep spreading? Is it just a small area?
This effect was extremely violent, and we had to contain the specimen. It is later on the tour that we will show you our prime specimen. But it is contained for now, and we want to gain as much knowledge before we destroy it, of course.
Knowledge is power.
Yes, very much so.
What are the safeguards in place should it escape?
We have guards all around, and it is under 24-hour surveillance at all times.
You're going to shoot spores?
No. This is the infected being I'm talking about. Our prime specimen is nepotism. Is an unfortunate accident.
Do these accidents happen a lot?
No, only once.
This is how you discovered things.
Yes, exactly.
No, by testing you discover things.
Yes.
And how did you neutralize it?
Accident.
This is on the roadmap for the rest of the discovery. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We first want to know how we can use it against the enemy before we see how we can destroy it ourselves.
And your armed guards, is it just these mechanical dummies?
Who's in charge?
I am.
No, I mean like military-wise.
I am.
He's a colonel.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, I missed that somehow. Because he's a scientist, right?
Yes.
He's a colonel doctor.
Yes, but he's military in rank, so.
Yeah,
But like,
it's
is
not
that a
really-
rank? Is that like a rank they give out with the cereal boxes, or is this a fully trained Is this a fully trained?
No, he's a scientist. He has the rank because he climbed up the ladder in importance.
Who is the highest in rank military trained officer on base?
We do not have one.
It's probably him.
What is your contingency plan should this specimen escape?
My David units are more than capable of taking control of the station if need be. They are very well programmed and they have a lot of experience.
And what if something happens to you?
Then they will take over.
Okay. I will see to it that somebody comes here to assist you military-wise as well. You will remain in charge, of course, seeing
That is
in
not
your
the
station.
agreement I had with the UPP command.
I'm videotaping all of this.
Is there a David unit nearby?
Yes.
I walk up to a David unit and I say, Amaia Desanto, UPP Commando, please identify.
I am David 7.
Do they all look exactly the same?
Yes, they
Okay.
look exactly the same. They are identical, all of them.
I say very politely, nice to meet you, David 7. Can you please tell me what the contingency plan is should your colonel fall in battle?
We are programmed to lock down the station and take care of all.
Oh no, it's lagging. It's like spitting balls.
Oh, you fucking rest buckets.
We are programmed to lock down the base and take care of all threats, even if that means taking out all biological life.
Boris is taking more notes.
Yes, I'm going like, Boris, did you get all of that?
I got all of that, thank you very much.
It's important.
So where's the mainframe for these rust buckets?
Let's do a first roll of the night.
Why would you like to do I don't trust
Because
that
we want
question.
to override things if we have to get out of here
Yeah.
during a lockdown.
That's meta.
That's
Give
not
me
what I see.
a wits roll.
You could push it if you want, but then you take a stress.
And what do I need to roll?
You re-roll
One
it
success.
plus one. You need
need
one,
one
of, you need one of
success,
these.
One of those. Should be fine.
Yeah, take them all.
Words to live by.
You can roll that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thus we descend into
No.
Damn it!
Yep.
Alright.
You have to note a stress.
So, did you ask that question?
Yep.
Donovan answers like, oh, the mainframe. Which is
David-
very vague, of course.
I turn
Yes,
back.
great.
I turn back to David. David 7.
Yes.
How many Davids are there on the station?
There are currently 12 Davids operational
And where's your mainframe?
on deck A.
Thank you, David.
Really, they aren't even secure.
So there's
I
12.
don't have clearance or anything.
Wow.
Well, it's not because you know where it is they could get in. So.
No, true, but
Amaia,
12 Davids. Yes.
David said 12 active Davids. Are there
Yes.
like some in storage or
That
how
is
does
a
that
good
work?
point. David. When you say active Davids, do you have a rotation? Are some of them in maintenance?
We have multiple in storage.
Define multiple, please.
We have currently 6 units in storage.
Thank you, David.
See? We can lose half and still be functional.
Yes, but my
Contingency
point
is
is
very important.
My point is there is a danger that if something happens, the entire base goes on lockdown and nobody can get in or out because they can get trapped in a sort of loop of protectiveness.
Yes, to protect the UPP's resources.
Yes,
And-
which does not always include living beings.
Exactly.
I assure you we have the best interests of the UPP and the people that work here in mind. Let's
Without a
just
doubt.
go to the second laboratory, and it leads you to the window next to it. It's connected to the first lab, and people in here are all wearing hazmat suits, and they are working with petri dishes, and there's black stuff in there, and
We're behind glass, right?
yes.
Okay, cool.
As far as
Just
I know,
checking.
you're still in the hallway.
Okay, cool. It's like you're leading into like, no.
No. You're still in the hallway, so you're looking in, and you can see the second lab and all the people wearing white hazmat suits and working on all this stuff. And you can see in the back there is a framed picture next to one of the doors with a black ribbon on it.
Let me guess. This is the test subject.
Oh, this is in remembrance of Gregor.
What happened to Gregor?
This subject.
Gregor was a bit of a loose cannon. He was uncareful and he got infected. So which gave us really interesting results.
Okay, but you gotta properly dispose of.
Of course.
Is there some imagery we have of that we can see, use?
Of course. I must note, this is all top secret. So
this should
is
not be
for
exposed
publication.
to the general public.
Of course not, but I would like to be able to completely make sure that my report is has everything and all the results possible of things that are produced here
Alright.
for the glory of the UPP.
Yes, of
course,
course.
for
I
the
am happy to comply.
I sidle up to you a little bit and go like, so how about that Liza, huh? Like out of earshot of you, like we thought Boris was bad.
Thank fuck.
I'm always a bad guy. And I'm a lady. By the way.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
I never said you weren't.
At least she knows what she's doing.
A pretty lady.
This can be more dangerous.
Yeah, I know. But still.
Is there like a "you are here" map everywhere on the walls? Like, or
Yes, like everywhere the spokes of the wheel end up, there will be a little map and a dot,
Okay.
because it all looks alike. It's a big circle.
I'm trying to locate the escape pod.
The escape pod is on the other deck.
Of course. Yes, because why have it where things can go wrong?
It's over here.
EVV.
Yeah, EV.
And what's the shortest route to the other? Are there stairs?
You go to a
are there
spoke, and then you
elevators?
go down the
Yeah.
shaft, and then you go up.
Exactly. The central shaft has both an elevator and a ladder that connects all the levels.
Is there artificial gravity in the axle, or is it only in the?
There is, but it is less. So they only made sure that the working levels are provided
Efficiency.
with decent gravity. Yes.
Yeah.
Where did we park? Also on the other level?
You came in through the bottom deck, F. That's
So
where
on this
The
level.
main airlock, I suppose.
Okay.
No, you actually came in through the cargo airlock.
So I sidle up to you again, and I say, so on this level, if something goes wrong and the central axis get blocked, there's no way out.
Yeah, I know. This is fucking hell. This is amateur hour.
I
It's
sidle
an
up to
old-
Boris,
It's an old station.
and I point out that
It's
from
old
this,
design. It's very robust.
I sidle up to Boris, and I point out the safety hazards situation that I noticed. Like maybe that's something to put in your report.
He's already writing it down and just like, yes, this needs to be this needs to be fixed. Well, I'll make sure that there's funding to get that fixed.
Yes. Thank you very much. We do need some more funding because this is a very important experiment.
This project needs to be successful.
I agree.
Are there on this level spacewalking suits? Or anything like
Spacewalking suits.
No, just like Amaia is focused on if I were trapped here, how would we get out?
Yes.
Like
There are
That's your job.
on each ring there are airlocks, and some of the airlocks, I think there should be a logo of a little spacesuit. That's an airlock where they have suits you can put on to
Alright.
go outside.
Amaia has been working for the UPP for a while. Just because it's on the map doesn't mean it's stocked. So if we pass there, can she go in and check if there actually are suits?
Yes, and there are suits.
Okay.
Like
Is it one less than the amount of players you have at the table? Is that regulation?
yes, that's right.
No. Seriously?
No. Let me check. You're on deck D.
I know who I'm shooting.
So at the airlock, when you walk in, there are 3 CC5 combat compression suits. One of them has the AK-104 attachment, which is a gun arm.
A gun
basically.
arm on a spacesuit.
Yeah.
I want
The
that
other,
one.
the other two do not have
I
that.
do have an AK, so.
But you do know there are two airlocks.
can
One,
slide you
each ring
in
has an airlock, and each airlock has 3 spacesuits.
How much room is there on the escape pod? How many escape pods are there? Like, is that up to code or?
Yes. The EEV is up to code. This is something I made sure because it is very important that we get the people off. Yes. And
I don't like the way you said it to people.
Yes, the test subjects and himself.
But what is regulation? Because, like,
No,
lifeboat
it's-
regulation doesn't mean everybody.
it's actually over-regulation. It was the one stipulation I made when I took over this station, and we have a Class D lifeboat, which is a lot larger than normal.
Class D.
Yes,
When's-
it can fit up to 20 people in cryo.
And how many
In
people
cryo.
are on your base right now?
There are less than that.
right now because we are here to.
Okay, that is very true.
But we have our own ship.
But yes.
They don't have to
Yeah.
account for us.
Yes, if
I was
there is
just
an
wondering.
emergency, your ship can come and pick you up.
When's the last time you did an evacuation drill?
Right now.
We have no time. We have no time for drills.
If you don't make time for drills, they make time for you.
Okay, I understand, but we have this project is really the highest priority for the UPP.
I side left to Boris again. It's like no log of last run drills on
got it.
station. Are you actually writing things down?
Oh
or
yeah,
you
he
just-
is absolutely has a notepad in hand.
Okay.
And is just
It's not like
writing
you're
down.
just humoring me or anything.
No,
Like,
no,
okay,
he is
cool.
legitimately writing things down.
Cool.
As am I.
Yes, but you're writing other things down.
No. Let me be clear. I'm writing everything down, and I'll probably, switch it around a little bit at the end. But I am writing everything down.
Yeah.
So let's. I will take you to third lab now.
Excuse me, but what are they doing here? Because we didn't really cover that.
So this is the contents of the ampules are being investigated here, and we are checking all the usefulness of the DNA we can.
So these are
output.
actually step 2 in the production of potential.
Yes. This is where we first discovered the spores, and where we did the first test with the grenades was in this lab. Like,
This is a grenade in a lab.
Where else?
Yes, it's not an explosive grenade in the sense that
It's a spray can.
Yeah, it's more of a spray can.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is standard equipment for us respirators, filters?
No.
No. Crap.
You have standard equipment.
I have some stuff.
I'm guessing the people in the lab are wearing.
Yes, they're wearing hazmats.
Yes, so full
That-
Yeah,
that
they're
includes,
completely
yeah.
covered. Yeah.
So
Except Boris.
the spores.
What was
Do they need to be inhaled? Do they need to touch skin? What's the contamination vector on this stuff?
Skin contact and inhalation. Yes, yes. Depending on what it is, it will affect the rate of infection. Yeah, but it's very deadly. So therefore, there is no need for a big explosion. We just need one person to be infected, and he will take care of the rest.
That's not a nice thing to hear at a contained station.
That-
Totally
But it's a
unrelated.
very controlled environment here.
Totally
Yes.
unrelated to anything. Where are your respirators?
We have hazmat suits in the airlocks for all the labs.
I was
as per
thinking.
regulation.
I was thinking more something along the lines of something we can have with us just in case something goes wrong. I take my job very serious. Why am I talking Russian? Stop it.
I understand, but this is not a civilian station, so we have all the labs equipped with the necessary equipment, but we do not provide extras for civilians.
We're not civilians.
I understand, sir. You are here because High Command demanded that you come and check on the project, so that's what I do. I comply.
I'm going to go look on the map again to see if there's a storage unit or anything like.
Yes. What exactly are you looking for? There are storage units.
I am getting uncomfortable with this whole spores in a lockdown base thing, and my
Where's the
job.
trust?
There's airlocks everywhere, so
See, I don't like the way
you're
you
very
smiled at that.
suspicious. You are a very suspicious
I
person.
am, excuse me, I am a commando in charge of someone else's safety. I am focused. I am looking for contingencies upon contingencies. If I can have a mask that I can just slam into Boris's face if need be, I would just feel.
Why are you protecting Boris? Are you protecting me? Who's in charge of me?
I'm the politician. You're just a reporter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm also important.
Okay.
Maybe not like your level, but
This base is very secure. There is no need for panic.
there's
you
enough
just-
lifeboats on the Titanic. What could happen?
Whatever could go wrong.
It's unsinkable.
What you call panic, I call professionalism.
Okay.
I don't want
understand.
to point out the elephant in the room, but you had an accident on this base. I have a clean
It's
record.
very much contained.
If somebody drops an ampule, does it automatically vent into space? Does it vent into a different room? Is everybody fucked?
Oh no. There is a ventilation system in place, and it will vent everything out. But we collect it. This is a very important project, and we cannot just vent everything into space. This is we are working with dangerous stuff here. So I will take you now to Laboratory 3.
He's not having a good time with us.
It's like all these assholes.
Who likes it when they come check on you? Nobody does.
Asking questions about respiration.
The politician that's just in the corner just writing down everything.
Oh, he has his eye on you. Every time that pencil hits paper, he goes like,
My funding.
He's gonna get like extra money, but it's all gonna go to like
Safety systems.
safety systems.
and he points you to the next lab on the ring. You know those centrifuges, stuff like that. So it's very much test tubes with all the goo in it and blood samples and all that stuff and numbers on screens and whatever.
Are the different labs interconnected? They don't have to go through the hallways?
Some of them are interconnected. This one, I believe, is separate from the others. So lab 3 is not connected to lab 1 and 2.
So to get in here, to get the samples into the centrifuge, they need to walk through the hallway.
Yes, they do. Yes.
Okay.
So there's no airlock in between the two labs, between 4 and 3, or are we going? Oh, we're going here.
I am seeing a hole in the safety system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Boris just straight up tells him,
But
okay.
But as I noted before, normally there are no civilians in this area of the base. This is the lab area. It's only the essential personnel that has permit to be here. The habitat ring is another case entirely, but
But someone can still drop an ampule here. Are there any ventilation systems in place in the hallway?
of course. Yes.
Looks around.
I expectantly look around, like waiting for him to point them out to me.
Yes, it's very much installed. Yes, very safe.
Where am I getting close?
Look, and he points at a ventilation roster you can see in the ceiling.
Are there people actually every so often dipping into the hallway and dipping into another lab?
No.
Alright, okay.
They actually pretty much stay in their labs.
Okay. So, is there a container that they are transported in, just in case they do get dropped? Accidents happen.
Yes, we have trolleys with secure containers.
Okay, alright.
Yes, the most secure form of transportation. A trolley.
Yes.
Never had a problem with a trolley before.
Never had a problem with the trolley.
Here is 1 ampule to drive over. Here is 3.
If you flip the switch.
Oh boy.
And he leads you further down the hallway, and you see a closed-off laboratory. There are no windows to look in, and it's only marked with a Roman numeral for 13. And even the Colonel Doctor has no access to it because he knocks. Toc, 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 toc.
Wait, so you are in charge, but you have to knock to get inside.
Yes, this is the laboratory of my colleague. He's more of a rival on board. He has other ideas, and High Command has given him permission to pursue them.
If he is a liability, suitable action should be taken.
Yes, I know, but thus far I haven't had the chance to really go against him. But I am waiting for his mistake. He is very young. And at that moment, the door slides open, and a very young Latino scientist steps out. I am Pedro Martinez. Hello.
Snaps a photo.
In the I assume that there is documentation of the ship, in general, what is happening in each laboratory.
Yes. But this has
okay.
special clearance. This has special clearance.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there also like full documentation of what is happening in that lab with Pedro? Was that in
No.
the documentation provided?
No. So you have documentation that tells you that there are currently 2 programs running on the station,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them are layered in secrecy.
Yes.
And Martinez, you know of him, and you know that he has some connections, and that he got this gig via some politicians. So he's kind of a rogue on the station.
Wait, so have I also dealt with him before, or
No.
Oh, okay. Do I know that there is general documentation that does get sent out to the appropriate channels?
Yes, he does report, but he reports to somebody directly.
Okay.
You have no immediate access.
Do I know to whom he reports?
Give me a wits roll.
Straight wits?
Straight wits.
Straight.
Can I do
Me
this?
straights? Never.
Sure.
Ooh.
2 successes.
2 successes.
Oh, never mind.
You do. You do. It's one of your political rivals.
Yay. Okay, besides being rivals, do I know if that politician is trustworthy, just in the view of the...
Yes.
Did you just
Okay.
say politician and trustworthy in the same
I know,
sentence?
but in the view of the UPP,
Okay, cool.
is this also a person that goes for the glory of the UPP? That is...
They all do.
Alright, okay, that is all I give a shit about.
Does he have the same rank as the one
No.
who's leading?
No.
So has no rank?
He's just a scientist, so he doesn't have any rank bestowed upon him.
He's also been standing there like this.
Yes.
Is that politician Kim Liu Zhang?
No.
Okay. Damn it, another one! I'm not making friends here. I am just gonna go up first, introduce myself, and kind of offer him a hand.
Take a
He
picture.
shakes it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like takes hands, smile.
So you are here for the inspection, I gather?
What the fuck is this?
do tell me why you are putting anything in quotation marks, seeing as we are here for an inspection.
Well, yes, but I'm sure you know that my lab has some protection.
Of course, I'm well aware.
So I am only allowed to give certain information out to the public.
All right, okay.
But I am under supervision. There's no doubt about that.
Okay, all safety protocols are up to order.
Of course they are.
Is he lying to me?
You can see that he, as far as he knows, he's complying with everything he needs to do. So.
All right, okay, good.
No, I have a sealed lab. There's an airlock in between the lab and the rest of the station. Only personnel with the key cards give them access to
Okay.
this lab. So this is very much a controlled environment.
Are you the only person with a key card?
No, the people that work here have a key card.
All right, okay. So, and there is no separate clearing level for that, for your lab, or?
Yes, everybody that works here needs to have clearance by me. So
All right, okay,
yeah,
good.
I vetted the people I work with very carefully.
All right. Okay.
What
so-
I can tell you is that since we started working on the strain, I have made some significant discoveries and adaptational properties of the substance that we plan to test in the near future. We have recently gotten our supplies for that, and we are ready for testing.
When you say soon, do you mean before we leave or after we leave?
I could not say. That depends on how long you're staying.
How long are we staying?
Yeah, do we know this?
Do we know this?
As long as inspection needs, I suppose.
Yes, of course.
I suppose you have your luggage for a couple of days, but it's not. The idea is not to spend months here. You need to report back. So,
Yeah. All right. Okay.
but if you deem it necessary to stay longer, you can stay longer.
Pedro,
Yes.
when's the last time you had an evacuation drill?
Oh, we don't have time for that.
Again,
okay,
as a
but-
security officer, not the most pleasant thing to hear.
Sound of
I
something being
understand
written
Let
down.
me, let me try and rephrase. You would want to get this train out of here if the entire base is in jeopardy, I would assume.
Yes.
So you have something in place.
We have some contingency plans. Yes.
Do you have, since you are on a separate authority level than the rest of the base, do you have your separate security? Do you have David's?
The David units are all controlled by the same mainframe, so I have no control over them. I do have control over the access to my lab, so they cannot enter the lab unless I allow them to.
But you don't have a separate security officer or anything looking out for the safety of you and yours?
No, I look out for the people that work with me.
So you have no Davids in your lab?
No, that's what he said.
Uh,
So who looks out for you?
I do not understand the question.
Do you feel secure on this base?
Absolutely.
in the Brothers of Strokes, what is it that you do?
What can you tell us?
Yeah.
So, as you know, we both work on bioweapons in competition with the UA. Whereas my colleague here, and he points to Sol Donovan, has put his attention on the melative properties of the substance we found. I have found that we can further adapt them into straight bioweapons. It's very hard to. It's very high clearance. So
Is
different but better. I'm trying to see if I can nudge the rift between these a little.
Mr.
Wow,
Donovan
thank
has
you.
Mr. Donovan has chosen to use the substance as a weapon, where I have developed it further into creations. Let's call them that. That will give us some kind of beasts that we can use to attack the UA.
So
Super soldiers.
allow me to
Sort of, yes.
allow me to use layman's terms to say what I think you're saying and say if I'm wrong. So the rest of the station is using the strain to use it to affect other things, and you use the strain to make things out of the strain itself.
Exactly. Yes, yes. And these will be the weapons instead of the spores and the substance we have. Yes.
And you have a way to control the things that you create.
Yes, thus far we have total control. We are very careful with the steps we take because, same as the work Donovan is doing, these sometimes we have very violent results, but we have had no accidents. Contrary to my colleague over there.
Noise of writing down.
Martinez is very pleased. Donovan cringes. And he goes like, I think it is time for, I will take you to the habitat level. We have prepared a dinner for you all.
Have we gone fully around by now? Have we seen all of the labs?
Yeah, you have seen pretty much all of the labs. He will lead you the long way around so you can see the offices, the meeting rooms.
So we
everything. You
saw
will-
all the laboratories, but the rest are like
Yeah.
yeah.
There's some
Paperwork
offices. There's
stuff.
yeah, and there's
Can I ask Pedro one more question, or are they just
no, sure. Yeah.
okay? A credit to you for not having any accidents. Do you have a kill switch or anything in place should there be an accident?
We have been working on a nerve gas. So at a flip of a switch, the lab can be completely sealed off and nerve gassed.
So
if
those
necessary.
respirators.
No, but I am very. Amaia smiles and she says, "I am very pleased to hear that you have a solid, clear backup plan, because the other one did not. He was just talking around it."
Yeah.
So, Van, thank you for all the information.
I would like to make sure that I have some pictures or videos of people working, probably with a UPP flag in the background, something showing numbers, but not like not like data, but like here is some random scale. I'll put. Can you put some Excel file that moves that I can they're working on something.
When you're filming a flag, I'm gonna wave it a little. And I was just doing it as a joke. I don't know how you're gonna react to it.
I'll try to use it, but just no wind in space. But
There's also
The conspiracy people need something.
yeah.
How are we going down? Are we taking the elevator?
Yes, you take the elevator.
Do we
and
go
you
down or
up.
do we go up?
You
Ah,
go
we go
up.
up.
Does the elevator need a key card?
No.
No, so anyone can ride the elevator. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is there a little plaque in the elevator? Last serviced.
Oh god.
Yes, there is.
What does it say?
It's been a while.
I'm
Writing that down.
I'm like, ooh, Boris.
Yeah, writing that down, immediately thinking like, okay, now, through which channels am I going to go and make sure that's immediately serviced?
Oh, but there's a very good reason for that. We cannot allow civilians just to come in and work on the station.
So you'd rather live in a death trap?
We have stairs.
Why aren't we using the stairs?
How many
Because I
people
don't want
can?
to.
What's the weight limit on the elevator? How many people can we have in here at one go?
Oh, a lot. It's a big elevator because it's also used
It
to
says
bring
so on the
cargo
little
up and
plaque,
yeah, it says
so-
so on the little plaque. It's like a couple of tons.
Oh,
So you can evacuate in one go. That's good to know. Can you take the elevator and time how long it takes? I'm gonna take the stairs.
Sure.
Do you
Here's my time.
thorough report or not?
This is amazing.
Yeah. She's the
I feel
technical
so
one.
protected.
I do record this and then I make a story about like the determination and making sure that everything's safe, and then like UPP is always like making sure that every contingency is looked at,
UPP sees every detail.
every detail, making sure, and no laziness, like time it, take the stairs, make sure everything's good. Like,
Also, next to the button for like the mainframe, what's it? A, I think.
Yeah, deck A.
Deck A.
yeah,
Is there like a key for just that floor, or is it accessible for everyone?
It is accessible. Yeah.
Okay,
so
that seems dangerous.
deck A, C, E,
Well,
and
like-
F are all in the axle, or
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Okay, so I take the stairs.
I time the elevator.
And I time the stairs.
There's David there, and he's standing next to a door, but you can see it's added after the fact. I am guarding the prime specimen.
Wasn't Gregor disposed of?
He is lying to you,
That bastard.
and you can hear an alarm way in the distance.
Oh my god!
I take my steak knife and I put it in my pocket.
And you hear something from somewhere in the shaft. It's like a hollow, skittering noise.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, this is serious malcompliance with our inspection. What do you want to do?
They did say that we're not allowed to leave until the situation is cleared.